Hi, Mrs. Melchione here to talk to you about creating your own illuminated manuscript. So we've been learning about these treasures from the Middle Ages. We know the answers to most of these questions after, as we've been studying medieval art. So here is just an example, a contemporary example of an illuminated letter, the decorative letter, the first part of a chapter. And we saw that with the Book of Kells and how they started, each major section or chapter or gospel with these really intricate, beautiful, ornate illustrations of letters. So before the invention of printing, all books had to be written out by hand. So that's where the term manuscript comes from, manual labor, handwritten, right? It was a time-consuming and labor-intensive process. It could take months or years. And as we've seen from some of the videos, that they were using parchment or vellum that was made from stretched animal skins, and they were incredibly expensive, difficult to make. It was an arduous process of illustrating and writing all of those letters perfectly. But I don't know, I would say it was probably still easier than carving a wood block or stone, as we see with the Code of Hammurabi, which we've also learned about. So here's some more examples of some illustrated manuscript pages. So it refers to the embellishment of manuscripts with geometric and organic designs. We see that with the animal style as well as the interlacing. And we can see how these decorations incorporate metallic and polychrome paints to give a glow when the light's reflected off of that metallic paint. And also the idea is that the text is illuminating the subject of the book, illuminating it for the reader. And for those who might not be able to read at the time, reading and writing was not a skill widely available to most people. The decoration would indicate the importance of the text and sometimes provide visual clues. So, like we said, it's an embellishment. I'm just going to go through these pretty quickly because I just want to introduce the project. So we see them starting from ancient Egypt. As written languages were developed, we see different countries adopting their idea of illuminating manuscripts in different ways. So like I said, it starts in medieval Europe during the Middle Ages, 7th century. It's a highly respected art form. So there's these different people that are part of the process, which you'll see in the video, of like sort of the recreation of the process. So it's the person that's making the parchment, the person that is copying the content, the scribe, those were usually monks, and then the illuminator who's creating the embellishments and illustrations, and then the person, the binder, that stitches everything together to make it a final book. These are just some images. So here we see a large bee taking up the whole page. We see that gold leaf. We see a really nice contrast between that dark blue and that red. And we see interlacing. We see animals. Okay. So these are just some examples. So this is basically your project. You're going to take your initial and you are going to create your own illuminated letter, incorporating animals or interlacing style. Here we see some sort of contemporary ideas embedded in this, like Zentangle type patterns, but any kind of symbols that you would like to incorporate, go for it. So a lot of these are modern reproductions. So just some examples, and I'm going to share this actual PowerPoint with you so you have reference to these images. So how do you make one? You're going to sketch out your ideas in your sketchbook, and then you can add color however you want. This identifies things we would have done if we were really in class. We're not in class, so do your best with whatever supplies you have at home. And that is it. Thanks for watching.